feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got ends, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really gon' cost. I get these ends, build empires with my friends. I'm about handling my business.
TV. Everything I say in this video is alleged. It is in my opinion, and it is for entertainment purposes only. It's DeMarie TV. Please like, comment, and I always forget to ask you guys in the front of the video, and I wait till the end. So would you please do me a huge favor and like and subscribe to the channel? Here we go. Hey, DeMarie TV family. So I'm coming to you season 25, episode 17 of Big Brother. So where we pick up is Cameron is furious because he was blindsided by Red being kicked out. Boy is extremely upset because Boy, in her mind, I guess she believes that she was being faithful and loyal to her group. However, the group did not tell her that they were voting Red out. And so she's very upset about it because she realizes her and Cameron are the only two that voted for Red to stay into the house. And so now she knows she's somewhat isolated. Cameron's furious. He's like pissed. He feels like he's, about to just come out guns blazing. He wins the HOH and immediately he lets it be known that he's chopping heads off. He's not taking no crap off of anybody because he knows now that everyone else is basically working against him. So essentially what people have to do now is shift and try to placate Cameron to make him feel a little bit more comfortable about their decision. But like, really, what are you going to say when you guys just voted out Red, and this was supposed to be his alliance that was keeping Red in the house? So Boy gets upset about it, and Felicia makes this. Felicia's doing a lot. I just feel like, ooh, Felicia, your mouth. She kind of snaps at Boy and dismisses her feelings instead of hearing her out and having respect for how she felt about the situation. She essentially tells Boy to put her big girl panties on. Real disrespectful, like really disrespectful. I think Felicia is digging her own grave at this point because Felicia is making a lot of bad moves. She's running her mouth and she's slipping up and saying things that she should not be saying. So before Red was kicked out, Boy, Red, Felicia were in the room, the Bye Bye Bitches room. Red has, I think it was like a cupcake, and Felicia makes the statement, "Are you going to take that home with you?" They were supposed to be voting to keep him in the house. The minute she walks out the room and then she gets up and beelines out the room, I think she realizes that she made a mistake. And at that time, Boy like slaps her Red, like, "Did you hear that?" So that she was already giving little clues that they were going to send him out. And then she also made a statement about an alliance. She was talking with McCole and someone else, and she blurted out information about an alliance, and you physically see McCole back up because she wasn't supposed to say that. So Felicia's just doing Felicia, and it's getting bad because she's slipping up and making really big mistakes. But essentially, Cameron is going through the house. He's talking to everybody about his decisions and what he's going to do as far as nominations. He is brilliant. He's brilliant. He literally is talking to people, holding conversations. He tells Jag basically, "You're going to be the person going up." He also tells Blue comes in. Here we go with Blue. Blue is so fake to me. Cannot stand it. She comes into the room with Cameron and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna turn on my tears." Cameron does not care anything about this woman crying. He could care less about her crying at this point. So she's turning on her tears. Cameron's trying to tell her that she's going to go up on the block. She's crying because she doesn't want to go up on the block. And so they have this whole scene, but it's funny because Cameron is not feeling any of them. He's not paying attention to the games they're playing. He's on a whole nother level. He's in full on beast mode, laser focus. He's playing at his top performance, right? So then the Humillaverse, they're in the Humillaverse and they have to do like these stinkometers. So every time somebody goes to the bathroom, this would make me cringe if I was in a house and had to do this. But every time they have to go to the bathroom, You have to announce that you're going to the bathroom over this megaphone. And then there's a stinkometer that determines how funky you are. And if you get a 10, everybody has to put on a gas mask. This is just awful. This is awful. I swear, I would try my best not to go and do a number 2 for the whole week. Like, that is awful. But anyway, so that was kind of fun. It was a fun part of the game that was happening this week. And then you also see Felicia have a meeting with Jared. Now, this is like, okay, so Felicia's unaware that Jared is Cherie's son. Felicia sits down with Jared and basically says she wants a final 2 with him. What does Jared do? He immediately beelines for his mom. They go into the kitchen and he tells Cherie what Felicia said. Bad move. Bad move, Felicia. That's not something that you want to be doing at all. But that's what she's deciding to do. And when Cherie finds this out, Cherie is not going to be happy. So Cherie immediately starts doing what Cherie does. She's building her defense against anybody trying to come against her, and that includes Felicia. So they go through, they're having like their conversations. America's still working on Corey. I feel like America is using Corey. I don't feel like she really likes Corey at all. I think she just uses Corey because she feels like that's a number. But that's just how I feel about it. But they get to the nomination ceremony where Cameron is going to do his 2 nominations. But then all of a sudden there's this Humiliverse sound that comes on, and he has to go and get pies out of the kitchen. So the difference in this one is he has to pie everyone in the face as he's saying whether or not he saved them. So if you're safe, he's going to give you a pie in the face. So immediately everyone's kind of getting ready for the pie in the face. Izzy takes off her glasses because she doesn't want pie in her glasses. And everyone in this house basically thinks that he is about to nominate Jack and Blue, right? So he's going through, he's putting the pies in the face. So he gives it to Boyd, right? Nobody suspected that he was going to nominate Boyd. Then after that, he strategically goes around the room, and it gets down to Felicia, America, and Izzy, and you literally see their faces drop. Like, you see their faces drop. Nobody saw this coming. He told no one. He kept it to his chest. He played this, 100% the way this moment should be played. And the way he describes it is, he knows that Cherie, Izzy, and Felicia are running the house. He knows Cherie, he calls her the president. He says Felicia's the vice president and Izzy's the secretary of defense. He's like, you don't go straight for the president. You pick him out first. Listen, the man is playing his best game. You cannot be mad at this. You can't be mad at this because Cherie is playing this game like none other. She's killing this game. I feel like he's finally meeting her. Like, he's meeting her 100% where she's at. And so this is going to be amazing to watch play out. It's going to be so amazing. He gets down to the 3 of them. He puts a pie in America's face, and Felicia and Izzy are just done. You can just see they never saw it coming. The wheels are spinning. They're trying to immediately go into, what do we do now? What do we do now? So, of course, this episode, explosive, it ends. And now, since Sunday's episode, we have had a lot happening in the live feeds. I'm not even going to pretend that I can cover even half of this. But what I'm going to do is, if you do not like the spoilers, this is where it ends for you. Please hop off, drop me some comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button. But at this point, if you don't want to hear what's happening in the live feeds, go ahead and drop off and I'll catch up with you on Wednesday. But for those of you who want to hear some of the things that have been happening behind the scenes, so everyone's, of course, trying to figure out what do we do? How do we restructure the house so that Izzy herself can either stay or Felicia can stay? Who are they voting for? Well, you're starting to see all these cracks like you always do with these people. None of their alliances really hold water, honestly. I think that America is working really hard to pull Corey over to Cameron's side, and she's working to get other people to vote Izzy out. This may work in her favor if she's able to hold the numbers. If not, America's putting a bullseye on herself. Jared hates the fact that she's pulling at Corey because he wants Corey to be his ally. And Jared is working double time to pull Corey from America's claws, but she's working on him. She's trying to tell Cameron, listen, they tried to vote you out. You were the target last week. I don't know that Cameron is even believing her. I think he really believes that Red was the target. We won't know if she's making any leeway with that until later, but I really believe that. You have a conversation, and I'm going to let you guys watch a couple of clips about conversations that are happening with people in the house where they're discussing their changes in how they feel about particular people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys watch these clips. Just know Corey and America, they're going to have to decide which way they're going to go. And Corey's going to have to make a choice. Either he's going to have to pull America over to Cerie's side, or Jared's going to have to let Corey go, which changes their numbers. Jag is still out here floating. I don't know what he's doing, but that's pretty much been Jag the whole season, and that's why he's like, always on the block. Boy, I believe, is aligned with Cameron. I think that Matt is still aligned with Cirie. So technically, if Izzy can hold Cirie, Matt, Jared, and Jared can hold Blue and Corey, Izzy has the numbers to stay. If that does not hold, then Izzy can go home. In my opinion, if I was in the house, I would be trying to keep Felicia because Felicia's not a threat to anybody. She runs her mouth. She blows up her own spot all the time. She's not a threat in competitions. But Izzy is a huge threat. Izzy's been a threat since the moment she walked in that house. Izzy plays this game very well. And if she stays in the house, I fully suspect she'll be there at the end of the game in the top 3. Jared is having to carry some weight this week. Jared's having to really kind of play his role this week because he knows whoever wins this veto, they have to pull, and they pull somebody up, his mom goes off. So Jared pulls it out. Jared gets the veto. So technically we know Cirie is safe this week because Jared is not going to take Izzy or Felicia off, so his mom doesn't have to go up. Kudos to Jared. This is the first time I think he's been actually playing the game and having himself focused on what he needs to do, and that's run interference and block for his mom, instead of just being all consumed with this showmance between him and Blue. I think Jared and Corey have done themselves a huge disadvantage by getting involved with these women on the show. They should have came on and stayed focused. It's distracting, both of them. And I would like for Blue or America to get off so we can really see what they can do. I'm not a fan of America, not a fan of Blue. So either one of those can go for me. But essentially, that's where we're at. Cameron nominated Cirie and Izzy. Jared won the veto. That protects Cirie this week. But they're going to have to really figure out how they're going to come together and try to get Cameron off this show, or he's going to walk away with this because Cameron is playing his game. Cameron is 1,000% laser focused. He's in beast mode, and we're going to have to figure out how they're going to come out of this. Because if you leave Cameron in this house, Cameron 100% is going to be Cirie's biggest block to win in this game. I think if Cameron's gone, Cirie can walk away with it. If Cameron stays, it's a 50-50 game. All right, you guys. I cannot wait for Wednesday or Thursday. I cannot wait to see what happens. It's exciting. This is the game that everybody loves to watch. This game does not fail, even on the live feed. It's 100% exciting to watch every single second of it. The house never sleeps. They're always strategizing. They're always talking crap to each other and about each other. It's wonderful.
I think I'm there, but I feel like that's a different level. Like, does nobody else think that's
It's a different level, bro.
Am I tripping?
What happened to it?
Why
What
is that?
happened? Now you're not uncomfortable.
That's,
I can't fucking stand her though, bro.
I don't want it. I just don't. I don't.
Corey
That
are
upset me.
perfect. Her and Corey are perfect for each other because they are one and the exact fucking same, bro. They are the same fucking people. The same exact. I think Corey has a little bit.
She in the background telling me about his whole day schedule, how he's very intentional about who he talks to, what he says to them, how long he talks to them. He makes it a point every single day. He's asking her, what are you doing today? She's like, I'm hanging by the pool. He's like, oh no, you need to be talking to this person. You need to be doing this. Talk to this person for 5 minutes. Talk to this. So everything he says is that he wakes up in the morning with the intention of talking to anybody for 5, 10, 15, an hour. That is bizarre.
It's weird that she been on this because you're not the first person to tell me that she said something about Corey that wasn't necessarily the best thing.
It wasn't Cameron.
Oh, she said she was talking about Cameron.
No, she was talking about Corey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're not the first person to tell me today.
Well, she wasn't saying it in a bad way. She was just saying, like, he wakes up.
But that's not helpful. That's not helpful. It is not necessarily harmful, but it doesn't help.
It's weird because who wakes up in the morning and is like, well, today I'm going to go talk to Jared for 12 minutes and I'm going to be sure to make these.
He did too. He literally did.
Like, that is odd. So the fact that you're telling me that y'all have conversations about how long he's going to talk to people and what he's going to talk to them about, that's bizarre.
Bro, and he did too. He told her this morning, yeah, I need to go talk to Blue. After I need to go talk to Jared. A block?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Nigga, what? And then said this is the best case. This was probably the best case scenario for you.
That is crazy. Yeah, I feel like you he's really busy. She talks. Yeah. I'm talking about it too. But not about that. Just talking about it.
Yeah. Man, it's somebody you could just lock in with. You don't necessarily gotta be brought in on the plan, but if you just locked in with Matt, I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good with that.
And
I think I'm better with that than Jag is, or America, or Corey is. So I'm sure.
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, fuck the laundry. I'm gonna walk around.
Yeah, you feel like me.
I think you should consider Bowie.
You win who you put up.
Definitely Bowie.
Yeah, who's next to her?
I know. I have to think about it. I'm too concerned about this fucking week. It's because I don't want to put up Jag. I don't want to do Jag and Bowie.
Why?
Well, I want to think about it.
You think Jag is worth keeping?
So like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you'll know when I post a new one, and I will see you guys on Wednesday after episode 18. Have a good day.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm raising the clock. Even if my feelings grind don't stop. Got big dreams.